this is just a quick 15 minutes live to answer whatever questions you might have. If you have any, just throw it on, and we've got 15 minutes to wrap it up. So while I'm waiting for whatever questions that might come up, I've actually pulled up this mix. This is a cover by Ryan Morgan. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like.
I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, and I swear like the shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. Ooh, I'll give you everything I can.
I'll probably just discuss a little bit about the bass because I quite like what I did to this bass on this mix. Let's have a listen to the bass in isolation. Because Ryan actually sent me a reference mix, which that bass was a point of focus for me, apart from the fact that the vocal wasn't as clear as I wanted it to on the reference, obviously, but the bass was actually what caught my attention. So I'll play you guys the reference quickly, and then I'll show you guys what I did to the bass.
I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, and I swear.
So let's listen to our mix again.
I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, and I swear like the shadow that's by your side, I'll be there.
So on that bass, what did we do to it? First is obviously an EQ, which I quite shaped it so that I cut through because I don't want it to stand up front. I want it to be quite, sat back in the mix and carry the kick along. But in order for that to obviously cut through, you really need to give it a drastic EQ tone shaping. So as you can see on the top, around 1.6K, there is about 5 dB, boost on that top end. Also around 1.5, I actually opened it up with a 3 dB boost. The low end also had, a nice push, including the super lows, just so it cuts through. There's obviously some high pass filter going on. That's followed by, PS22 to sort of push it a bit to the side so that the drums and the vocals sit in that middle. Let me play you guys what that sounded like without the PS22 and with the PS22. Obviously, if you have like a headphone, that will make it easier for you to actually pick this up, because if you are listening to it without a headphone, you might not actually notice the shift, except if you have a proper studio monitors. Have a listen. So if you were listening to this on headphones, you probably noticed the shift. I didn't want it to be drastic because you could actually push it a bit more. This is on 0.70 spread. You can push this up to 1, which actually, you know, push it a lot wider, but I didn't want that at all. I wanted it to just be a little bit pushed so that the kick would then sit in the middle of it to sort of wrap it around the kick. Let's throw the kick on so you can actually see what I mean. Let's see where the kick come in. Let me slide this to where the kick and the bass plays together. So here. That's how much I tried to sort of wrap them up together. So the next one is actually the bass. I also had Vitamin to sort of add more present around this top mids. Nothing drastic, you know, just a little bit that it helps carry it along. That's obviously followed by Black Box, which is adding some pentode and triode, you know, saturation kind of a thing. I didn't engage the saturation here. I just thought, let me use these ones to sort of give it the kind of vibe that I want. So let's have a listen with that. And then you will see that I also have Suit actually docking the bass, the low end of the bass when the kick hits, because I've sidechained it to the kick. You will notice without the Suit 2 doing the sidechaining thing, the kick actually lost definition. But with this, it helped, you know, maintain that clarity for the kick while also, you know, being out of the way of the bass whenever the bass wants to come out. So that's really a great trick to get your kick and bass to marry each other, because if you notice on that Suit, I've only low patched it to just the super lows where the kick actually have is fundamental. So the rest of the bass and the rest of the kick is not being affected. So I just wanted just that fundamental to poke out through clearly. So this is it, what I did to the bass. I think there's actually bass 2 here, but it's this first bass that I really wanted to, you know, make it stand out more on this mix while also sitting back. So it's not basically in your face, but it carries the song along. So let's have a listen to it again in the mix. Now that you've obviously seen what I did to it.
By the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there, and I swear, like the shadow that's by your side. By the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there, and I swear.
So that is it, guys. I'll probably sit back and see if any of you have any question. If not, I'll wrap this quick 15 minutes Q&A live up until next time. I thought I would actually, you know, sneak in quickly unannounced to see who is around. So if you all are busy, you can obviously rewatch this later on, and I'll catch you guys next time. Let's hang about for the next 3 minutes to make it 15 minutes as planned. So I'll probably go about the kick. Let's have a listen to what we did to the kick. So this is the first EQ that I used to obviously shape the lows, and I carved out this 138 for the bass to also, sit around there. There's this VCA from SoftTube, I believe. That's if my system will allow it pop up. That's it. When this plugin obviously came out, SoftTube were actually kind enough to give it free, but now I think the offer has ended, so you have to pay for it if you want it. It's a decent VCA compressor if you don't have any yet, but obviously it's not a make or break because there are different other options out there, including the free one from Analog Obsession. So that is followed by R bass, adding a little bit of harmonic around 60 Hertz to help carry the kick. Then Neutron. This is the Element version, but that's the one I rock, to be fair. I'm only using the transient shaper. I think attack is on just one to add a little bit more click to the kick. Make it come alive. Then you've got Black Box here as well, followed by Shadow Hills mastering compressor just to glue the kick together. Because remember, this is not just the kick that I have on this particular old drum boss. I have other percussions there. Let's just have a listen to all of them. So that is what we got going on for the low end, obviously the bass and the kick drums. Let's have a listen to all of them together.
Outside by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be.
So go ahead and check out the released version on Spotify, because after this mix, Ryan actually sent it off to a mastering engineer who then gave it some mastering touch to also help, make what's already good better. Go on Spotify and listen to it, or even check his channel on YouTube, Ryan Morgan Music. And I'll see you guys on the next live. I'll probably sneak in maybe next weekend or just within the week. And if you have any question, or if you would like to submit a song that I can review online, give you feedbacks on, hit me up, DM me on Instagram, which is at Zany Pro 1, at Zany Pro 1. That is my Instagram handle. DM me on Instagram if you would like to send your song live, to give you a live feedback the next time I go live. And I'll send you my email address where you can submit your songs. Until then, thank you all. Have a lovely weekend. Bye now.